Good evening, friends, followers, channel members. Welcome to our first official real ops flight here in the FENIX A320. And what a great night for a flight. The sun has just set. We're in Paris, Charles de Gaulle. We're going to be heading up to Edinburgh this evening. Chasing that sun. As I say, it's just gone, and as I've just been watching this, I love the fact that the lights have just come on. If anyone noticed that while we were waiting to load in. Right, well, now we have schedules to keep, don't we? So we can't hang around talking too much. I will be doing more tutorial videos, but this is just going to be pretty much in line with the usual real ops flights. So if you guys have got any questions and things like that, then obviously if I do miss them during the setup, then we'll have a look during the cruise phase of the flight. So don't be too concerned if I do miss those. Plenty of time to ask questions during the flight. So welcome on board, everyone. Calman's on Twitch says hobby is down. Oh no, not good. Yeah, definitely not good for areas of busy airspace. NGX Productions. I honestly couldn't tell you the name of the song. It's just the playlist that I've got going on in the background. J-Hog, good evening. Need to distress. Fair dues. Dr. Magic was Gatwick rammed with those phoenixes, them pesky little things. Mark, Alan, Land O'Lakes, Ace, Airstream, how you doing? Hey, Wally, Danny D, how you doing as well? Thanks for coming on board. Mark, my wife and family are very understanding. My wife and family are in bed. Well, the family are. The kids are. I just hope they're going to stay there for the flight. Rico, 87, good evening. Right, let's go ahead. Our aircraft is in a turnaround state, but we're going to start getting loaded up pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and start the flight. We'll import what we need from SimBrief. So there we go. We've got 20 minutes to go. We're never going to do this. Departure 80s. We have information cubic on board. QNH is currently 1023, and there's our route. 28 minutes and counting. Right, well, in that case, we'd best get started with loading passengers on board. Before we can do that, of course, as per usual, we need to get the APU fired up. The aircraft is, the battery's on, and it's currently got the GPU connected. So, just bear with me, guys, as I go ahead and get that started. So, APU, we need to count 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm just going to put the strobe lights to off, actually. I mentioned before, if they're on auto, I actually don't know about the FENIX, but certainly in the fly-by-wire, if they're on auto and you're on VATSIM, it has them, it does show to all other aircraft, it appears you've got your strobes on. Obviously, that is not good. So our overhead is fine. It's starting to get dark here, isn't it? Let's put some dome lights on. Everything down on the pedestal, of course, is all fine as well. Beautifully set up for the turnaround stage. APU is running. QNH then 1023. Anti-sketty is on. Just check everything, as I said, down here. All the levers where they're meant to be. I'm just going to get rid of that. Parking brake is set. Flaps levers, thrust levers already calibrated and done. Let's just stop the timer. We'll start that again, obviously, as we go. Coming up here then, QNH 1023. Constraints our original climb out today, I believe, should be flight level 100. So I'll go ahead and set that now. And let's go ahead and start loading our aircraft. So, AOC, flight init, and our init data request. See what's happening. 1 hour 25 minutes our flight this evening. Our departure time is 19:55 Zulu. Honestly, we're going to be so late. We're under time pressure now. Told you this aircraft would add to our real ops. So let's do a IRS. We've got 3 nav green, aircraft status, CFM engines, and the right AirX cycle. Oh no, that's not the right AirX cycle. Oh no, what's happened there? Why have we got an old AirX cycle installed? Not good. Well, let's hope there aren't too many discrepancies with that. I'm not quite sure why I've got an old AirX cycle installed. I'm using a different livery, but I wouldn't have thought that would have made any difference, to be honest. anyway. Oh, it's because I updated the build. I updated the build, and I didn't put in the new air cycle. Okay, we should be okay. Well, you don't need the latest air cycle to fly. We just need to be a little bit prudent with our flight routings. That could just delay me setting that up. If that is the case, well, at least you'll get to see how you can work around it as I go ahead and do that. Right, so legally we wouldn't be allowed to fly, but other than that, we're off to a good start. Right, let me just pull in that init request. Is the APU already up and running? Yes, it is. APU bleed on. We'll just leave that running for a minute or so, and then I'll be able to start getting passengers on board. So let's have a look. Our flight number tonight is Easy 13 November uniform. It's so nice doing real ops again. And our cost index today, checking the operational flight plan. I don't think I've given you guys the operational flight plan in the chat, have I? Just bear with me 1 second. For those of you watching on YouTube, we shall get that loaded in, and that's now pinned at the top of the chat. There you go. So, cost index today is 8, good old Easyjet 8, and our flight level today is going to be, our final flight level is flight level 380. Go ahead and get the winds downloaded. There we go. Mark, why do you wait after turning on the bleed before starting boarding? So, have the bleed air running for a minute. It just gets rid of any contaminants and things like that in the packs, and then we can turn those on. We don't want the passengers breathing mucky fumes, do we? Right, that's all done. So, onto our flight plan. Let's see. Departing runway 26 right. 26 right. On the Opal 5 Bravo. There's so many here in Charles de Gaulle. I'm not too familiar with Charles de Gaulle either, so a little bit of an extra threat there. Goodness me, how many different SIDs? Right, Opal 5 Bravo. There we are. Insert, and our destination arrival, of course, Edinburgh, ILS 24, input 1 echo. And do we have a via? Are we coming in via Tala? Let me just check that. Runway 24, I believe. Yeah, initial approach fix is Tala. And that is a distance of 511. I've got 505 on the flight plan, so we're happy with that. Radar page is tuned to Bravo Oscar Victor, and let's have a look then at our init B. Start getting the passengers on board. I can turn those packs on. Right, we can commence boarding. So let's go to our mass and balance page. Quick check of the weather before we go anywhere in Edinburgh. So the forecast for Edinburgh is, in fact, I don't need to look at the flight plan anymore. I can use this wonderful page. We can go have a look at the arrival. Is that the current METAR? Yeah, let's have a look at the TAF. So we've got winds 23013. Visibility is okay. Temporarily 500 meters. Showers of rain. Probability as well. Have there been temporary showers of rain with clouds broken 1,000 feet? Really, rain's the only issue that's going to prevent an issue, like a rain cloud coming in just before we come to touchdown, which could upset our approach, but nothing really there that concerns me too much. So, extra fuel, well, it's busy night on VATSIM, of course, so there is traffic. Let's go ahead and take, 6 tons of fuel should see us right. So let's go ahead and load I'll tell you what, 6.1. Basically, that's 500 kilogram extra. And with the contingency, that's 700 kilogram extra. So let's go ahead. We'll tell them that they can load that, and we can start the boarding. Real time, of course. And I'll also fire self-loading cargo up as well, so that works. Cabin crew refueling is underway, and the bags are starting to get loaded. So let's open the doors and allow our passengers on board. Thank you.
No problem.
Danny, there are 53 different SID charts for Navigraph. Yeah, exactly. It's huge, isn't it? Right, boarding's underway as it's refueling. Refueling page is open and all the doors are open. Okay, so our zero fuel weight is going to be 57.9. Have we got our preliminary boarding? Let's see. Something else that we're going to have to get used to in this aircraft. AOC menu. Messages received. Here's our load sheet. Preliminary load sheet. So we've got our preliminary load sheet is 57.9, and we'll just put in a standard CFG until we've got the final load sheet. Trip wind we don't need to pop in because obviously we've downloaded those winds. Fuel planning, aircraft calculating this tells us 4.6, and we're taking 6.1 tons of fuel on board. Fuel for the alternate is, let's call that 0.8. Where is the alternate tonight? Oh, Glasgow. I can't recall if I popped that in, actually. That gives us a takeoff weight planned of 63.8, so we'll do our performance for 64 tons. Yeah, did I put Glasgow in? The alternate is Glasgow, that's fine. Right, so onto the performance page then. Let's go and have a look. So, departure performance. We're expecting runway 26 right, dry, flat 1. Flex if possible, anti-ice off, packs will be off. Takeoff weight 64.0, and an estimated takeoff CFG. Is that given in our load sheet? Let's have a look. 30.5. Oh, let's try clicking it and try again. 30.5. There we go. Get the live weather. Can we speed up our taxi with an intersection departure? Oh god, there's loads of them. So where are we parked? We're at Kilo 76, which I believe is right on the end. Kilo 76 near Romeo Tango 9. Let's see what we got. So let's see if we can take Tango 9. So view intersection data. Tango 9. Yeah, we'll just let ATC know that we can take Tango 9 when we give them a call. There we go, 142, 142, 144. 142, 142, 144. Transition altitude here is 5,000 feet. And thrust reduction acceleration values. Right, to get those I'm just going to fire up SimSmart to see if they match with what we've got on the FENIX EFB. Welcome to everyone coming on board. Hope you're all well. Sky's the limit. You bought the Phoenix yesterday when you landed. Have to fly back to Doha in a few hours, then back to London on Sunday morning. Then you can install it. Oh, so long you've got to wait. LFPG. Runway 26 right. We got an engine out procedure here as well. If we can get that. Takeoff weight doesn't really matter. I don't need the performance calculations. Just engine out procedure if it's available. There it is. Thrust reduction acceleration. Alright, so it's noise abatement 1 here, so quite important. So true values 1815. 1815. And then let's try and get my seat a little better. There we go. 1815 and the acceleration 3315. Engine out, acceleration value is 1315. There we go. And we're going flaps 1. And what was the flex? Double check. 68. There we go. So flex of 68. That's all done. Right, secondary flight plan. Let's have a look at our popping in and engine out procedures there. So what is the engine out procedure here in Paris? I tell you, I'm completely unfamiliar with Paris, so this is a good test for me. Oh, right. So it's non-standard. I'm going to need the charts then for this. So let me just have a look. So from Papa Golf Sierra, which is the VOR placed here on the, or very close to the airfield, 23 miles DME, a left turn to the Bannock's holding point. So what we're going to do then is pop in Papa Golf Sierra, a bearing of 264, which is the runway heading, and 23 miles. Pop that just here. And oh, that's just deleted the departure again, hasn't it? Oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Right. Delete the secondary flight plan, copy the active flight plan, try again, Papa Golf Sierra 23, not 23, I need the radial, which is 264, that's our runway heading for departure. Right, 23 miles away. Pop it in there. And then after that it was a left turn to Bannock's. Check we spelled that correctly. B-O-N, sorry, B-A-N-O-X 062 right turns. Right turns. There it is. And I can go ahead now and just clear that and the discontinuity. Oh, I can't clear the discontinuity. Oh, that's strange. Okay, well, never mind. And then after Bannock's, back here. And they're landing on runway 26 left, so we can put in the arrival, runway 26 left. No start. And no veer. There we go. there's our engine out procedure all in, and there's our arrival back in if we should need it. Cool. That's all done. So passengers are still loading. Let's just go ahead and contact air traffic control to see what departure they want us on. Fingers crossed, it will be the departure that we've briefed. Let me just check they're still online actually. So it should be 11925 if they're online. Wonder how many other people flying the Phoenix around us. And De Gaulle Tower, good evening, Easy 13 November uniform, type A320, stand Kilo 76, requesting IFR clearance as filed to Edinburgh, and we have information Quebec.
Easy 13 November uniform, De Gaulle Tower, hello sir, you cleared to Edinburgh via the Opal. 5 Bravo departure, runway 26 right, initial climb flight level 100, squawk 5711.
Cleared as filed via runway 26 right, Opal 5 Bravo departure, initial climb 100, squawk 5711, Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 13 November uniform, we're back, sorry.
Excellent, that is exactly everything that we briefed. Just turn that off now. That is everything we briefed with regards to setting up the box. We've got our initial climb flight level 100. Let's just get that squawk code in, 5711. And that's all set. How do you get the load sheet? You have to wait until they send it you, my friend. It's let's just accept that's the preliminary load sheet. And so we have done a takeoff calculation for 64 tons. We'll wait for the final load sheet. If our final load sheet comes and says, well, actually, no, we've got a few more bags on, etc., and you're going to be a little bit heavier, we need to run the performance calculations again. If not, and we are a little bit lighter because some passengers didn't turn up or have been offloaded, and our takeoff weight is going to be below 64 tons, which we've planned, then we don't need to run the performance calculations again. We're all good. Tom, sky's the limit. On the Phoenix, do they show different ATC stations on VATSIM? No, they don't. No. You have to do it the old-fashioned way and look on vPilot and see. Right, so I'm just gonna pop that onto our boarding page. 81 passengers boarded. How are we doing with the flight? Are we late? 7 minutes. Yeah, we're going to be late. We'll blame the passengers. Like every other airline pilot does. So, let's do our departure brief then. So the weather here in Paris is beautiful. Our landing, our takeoff weight is going to be just below the maximum landing weight actually, so getting back into here is not going to be any problems should we need to return here following our departure if we have a problem. No NOTAMs that will concern us for our departure today. Threats to be aware of. Number one, I'm unfamiliar with the airport. I'm also quite tired after the full week of streaming we've had this week, so definite pilot threat there. And other than that, and other traffic, that should be about it. Some unfamiliarities with the new systems of the aircraft that could be also considered a threat, as we're in the Phoenix, of course. But other than that, we should be okay. Let's brief how we're going to do the how we expect the taxi to go and how we would expect the to fly the standard instrument departure. So here we are at Kilo 76. We're going to push back. He may send us north to go all the way around. We'll wait and see. I'm hoping he doesn't. I'm hoping he has us facing north. Sorry, facing south, and then I expect to taxi out via Romeo onto Romeo Tango 11, and then we'll tell him we can take Tango 9 for our intersection departure. The departure itself, nice RNAV departure, 26 right, climb on track 264 to Paris 263. Paris 264, and our initial climb is flight level 100. Just check we've got those in. 263, 264, 265, and then BOV. 264, 265, BOV, and then to Opal. Wonderful. Christian, you've already got the standard instrument departure. Isn't that only for the southern runways? We're departing on the southern runway, 26 right, which is this one down here. Not the most southernest of runways, but a southern runway. Yeah, so that's all good. There are no speed restrictions either on our departure, so we don't need to worry about that. On departure, I will get autopilot on nice and early. So let me just check. Minimum noise routings. Doesn't say anything about automatically switching over to the departure frequency, so we'll wait for tower to give us our clearance for that. Also remember as well, it's noise abatement 1 departure, so we expect SRS and the acceleration altitude is 3,000. Is it 3,315? So yeah, just worth noting, because normally we're doing noise abatement 1, so don't want that to catch us out. Engine out procedure is standard, so standard Airbus emergency brief. Once if we have a problem when we're on the taxiway, we'll stop the aircraft and inform ATC. If we can run any ECAM drills, etc., then get ourselves going again. Great. If not, we'll have to ask for ATC assistance, get ourselves back to the gate. On departure for the takeoff, if I have any problems or warnings below 100 knots, I'll consider stopping. After 100 knots and up to V1, I'll only stop for any uninhibited ECAM warnings or cautions, such as engine failure, with or without thrust loss, or if I just think the aircraft's not safe to fly. If that's the case, I will call stop, set Mach traverse, try and keep the aircraft nice and straight on the runway. I can use manual brake if I don't think auto brake is stopping as well as I want, and if we've had a fire warning, I'll also attempt to point the aircraft into the wind. Once coming to a stop, stow the reversers, set the parking brakes, and then we just need to stop and ascertain the reason that we discontinued the takeoff, confirm any failures, and check for fault lights and the ECAM. Once we've got the cause of the failure sorted, we'll then get ATC help to vacate the runway, or if it was something more serious like a fire, then I'd need to consider running the evacuation drill. If we've got a failure after V1 though, we have to get the aircraft into the air. If it's an engine failure, I will fly using a standard technique of 12.5 degree pitch, following SRS and using rudder to counteract any yaw. Once the aircraft has got a good positive rate of climb, we'll get the gear up, trim out the yaw. Once we're nicely trimmed, I'll engage the autopilot. We may be able to use toga as well, because we're using a flex departure, so if we need it, we can go toga. We can pull the Edinburgh nice and early. It's a standard engine out procedure here. We'll not do anything, however, until we're above 400 feet. Then we can confirm the failure and run any ECAM drills. Once we've secured the engine and we're above that single engine acceleration altitude, I can push the level off, accelerate, retract the flaps on schedule, and then at green draw I'll set open climb and set maximum continuous thrust. Once we are above 1500 feet, we can look then to continue out, and then we can head to the holding point as per what's already been planned in the secondary flight plan. Once we've entered the hold, I'll then decide what we're going to do. Continue, return, or divert. Right, that's our full briefing done. How are we doing? Oh, goodness me, I've got a visitor. Okay, guys, for those of you that are familiar with the channel, you will know First Officer George. What you won't know is the second officer who accompanies me on long flights, and that is Jasper the cat. Hello, cat. You never come in here. How have you got in? Yeah, First Officer George is the dog, who I'm sure you've heard, the barking dog, and we have the relief officer, the the cat. Right, come on guys, come on guys. Need you to hurry up. Anyway, let's get all the pumps on. Now refueling is complete. We can get rid of the external power. Don't need that. APU is on. Seatbelt signs can come on. Let's tell the ground services here that they can disappear as well. They can start removing the chocks and the cones. Save a bit of time. Mark says the cat should be the training captain. Well, he does rule the roost, as do most cats in most houses, I think. Right, we can't go anywhere until we've got our final boarding, our final loading sheet. So, how late are we? Well, we're already a minute late. So just amongst your yourselves, guys. We've still got another 10, 11 people to get on board. So, how's everyone been getting on with the Phoenix? For those of you that have got it, are you enjoying it? I hope so. What a wonderful aircraft this is. Absolutely fantastic. The only issue I seem to have at some point with it is that the pushback is a little bit temperamental. I'm just hoping that when the final sheets come through, that it's not that we're not heavier. I would admit it's very, very rare to be heavier, I think. Unless someone's decided to throw in some skiing luggage at the last minute. They're always quite heavy. Sid's Ray, you waited for this aircraft to come out in the marketplace. Oh, I'm so sorry, but you will be waiting forever. It won't be coming in the market price at the moment. Tom Sky's Limit is reading through the operational flight plan to identify anything. Yeah, but we should be in for a nice straightforward flight from what I've seen looking at the operational flight plan. Weathering Edinburgh, it might be raining when we get there, but you know, it's Scotland. So that's nothing new there. Just having a look at the NOTAMs for our arrival. Again, nothing there. That's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service.
Oh, I think we're boarded.
Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first.
Excellent.
Keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
That's great, thank you.
So now I'm just waiting for that final loading sheet. All passengers are on board. Probably doing a head count. Going to lock the flight deck door. So probably wouldn't lock the flight deck door until you got the loading sheet, to be fair, but ours comes through electronically, so we're okay. We don't have to actually speak to people. ASS Stream, you've just abandoned the FENIX 320 after engaging the pause at top of descent feature. After unpausing, it was totally unresponsive but kept flying even with the engines autopilot off. Perhaps that's a work in progress. Tom, you've seen a few people have issues with the thrustmaster. I've not had those. The main thing is you need to make sure you've mapped the correct setting in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the correct axis. I've done a video as well that's on the channel if anyone is having issues, to check that out. Air Gandhi, you were late. Good evening. That's the reason why we're delayed, Air Gandhi. It's all your fault. Patrick, the A320 baguette delivery service. Well, I wouldn't say no. Right, well, while I'm waiting for the load sheet, everything's done now. So before start checklist, we'll start running through that till the final load sheet comes through. So cockpit preparation is all done and completed. Our signs are on and auto. It is. We've got fuel. We've got 3 nav green. Fuel quantity is 6060 kilograms and balanced. FMJ set altimeter is 1023, 350 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your captain speaking, and I'd like to welcome you on board the aircraft. We're running slightly behind schedule, but we should be able to make up the time once we get up in the air. The guys on the ground are loading the final bits of luggage into the aircraft, so I expect us to be on our way very shortly. If you could help the cabin crew by getting yourself sat comfortably with seat belts fastened, we should be ready to depart in just a few minutes. For now, though, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thank you.
Right, load sheets come through, I think. Final load sheet. What have we got? Zero fuel weight matches. Takeoff weight is 63.7. We've done it for 64, so we are good. 148 passengers, 2 crew. And our takeoff weight CFG is 29. Just update that. And what was that zero fuel weight again? Go back. .9. Yeah, so that's fine. Excellent. We'll accept that. Happy and good to go.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check.
Oh, hey HD. Thank God you spotted that. I've done it again. We've not got the zero fuel weight CFG. That's the takeoff weight CFG. Come back, come back, come back. 30.6 is the one we want. I wish they'd call it the same across all pages. Thank you. Oh, so the takeoff weight CFG, that is essentially what we're going to be setting the trim to. Anyway, HD, shouldn't you be revising? Let's call the tug into position. You just woke up for that bit, didn't you? Go back to sleep, HD. You can listen to us. Your ears will prick up if we do anything wrong. Right, we'll connect the tug. Here he comes. Let's contact the tower and tell them we're ready to go. De Gaulle Tower, good evening, Easy. 13 November uniform, stand Kilo 76, and we're ready to push and start.
Easy 13 November uniform, push and start, approve face north, QNH 1023.
Push and start approved, facing north for Easy 13 November uniform. Oh, I told you that would happen.
UPS 178, wind 260 degrees, 6 knots, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 126 right for UPS 178.
And Caledonian 230 up.
Noticeable steering disconnected.
Caledonian 230.
Right, and then we will get engine started. Let's
Tango 9er.
Run the before start checklist below line. Windows and doors are closed and armed. Beacon light is on. Phone is on silent. Parking brake is set. Back we go.
Taxi to Tango
Just
9 up.
1 minute.
Right.
Move out the way,
Via
relief
Echo
officer.
5 and Caledonian
Honestly, you guys have
230.
never met him before. What am I doing? We're pushing back, aren't we? Right. Release the parking brakes.
Easy 69 X-ray, taxi, holding point Tango
Let's go.
10 via Echo 6, right on Echo.
Taxi holding point Tango 126 right via Echo 6 and I'm right on Echo, easy.
Notice the steering was disconnected. Why aren't we going anywhere?
155 emporte A10 avec l'information Roméo en A320, Néo à destination
This could be embarrassing.
de la Clarence en IFR.
Air France 155, vous êtes
There we go. Engine mode selector to ignition and starting engine 1.
Our UPS 179 Edinburgh.
the contact approach 121 decimal 150, bye bye.
121.150 for UPS 178, bye.
Easy 69 X-ray, you told us taxi Tango 1 but we were cleared for runway 26 right, is that correct?
Easy 69 X-ray, the holding point will be Tango 10 and the taxi will be Echo 6 and right on Echo to the holding point.
Roger, Tango.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card,
runway 26 right, line up and
life
wait.
jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an
Correction,
emergency,
Premier 450, runway 26 right, line up and wait.
your seatbelt is fastened and released as shown. It must be fastened when the seatbelt...
Tower Easy 875, we're still waiting departure clearance.
If the air supply fails, masks will...
Easy 875, yes, you are clear to destination via the Atrex 5 Bravo departure, runway 26 right, initial climb flight level 100, squawk
Put on your own mask before
5712.
helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat.
Starting
Put it
engine
over
2.
your head.
Cleared by the Atrex 5 Bravo departure 26 right, finish the climb, flight level 100, squawk 572.
Oh dear.
Easy 875.
Dark Fury's got some unhappy passengers on board.
Easy 875, we're back in straight.
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up,
Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir la clearance Air France 155?
Hope you guys all heard that.
and whistle for a
Air
tracking.
France 155, à tout petit
We
instant,
also carry
je vous
flotation
rappelle,
aids for
vol
children.
primaire 450, vent 260 degrés, piste 26 droite,
Window
autorisé
blinds
décollage.
open and seatbelt.
Décollage piste 26 droite, Prime
Yeah, and this is as
150.
far back as the tug tends to push us. For some reason.
X-ray kilo, depuis Tango 9, on est pour décollage. Air France 34, X-ray kilo, derrière le trafic au départ, piste 26 droite, alignez-vous et attendez. On attend, Air France 34,
So I am using Pushback Helper to
Air France 155,
try and give us a helping hand.
On est prêt Air France 155.
Air France 155, le départ pour Vienne est approuvé, l'envie 5 Bravo, piste 26 droite, montée initiale niveau 100, transpondeur 1000.
On est du coup clairé pour une
Yeah, I think that's as far as our pushback tug driver is going to give us today.
On monte au niveau 100 et squawk, excusez-moi.
Wish we knew what the problem was.
Air France 155, relecture correcte.
Okay, right, well, if that's him done, fair enough. Goodbye, Mr. Tug Driver.
Break, Prime Air 450, contactez l'approche 121.
Right, well, our engines have started, so engine mode selector to normal, APU bleeders off, APU masters off, anti-ice not required,
Runway 26 right via Tango Echo 3 left on Romeo.
and spoilers, rudder, flaps 1, 29.8 is the CFG, and
Caledonian 2, 3 Sierra Delta,
I'm
give
just
away,
going to
taxiing right to left.
continue our push. This is a simism. We wouldn't move under our own power without permission from ATC, but just to get us facing the right way.
De gauche tour, bonsoir monsieur Air France 4437 pour
There we
une
go.
légère rotation de Berlin, information Romeo.
Right now we're sat here quite happily. I'll do a flight control check. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Rudder. Full right. Rudder. Full left. Neutral.
26 droite, Renix 5 Bravo, montée initiale.
With the radars on, transponder is set, auto brake max, TO config, after start checklist, anti-ice is set, eco memo is checked, pitch trim is 29.8 and wind trim 0.
Master Chef calling your position, please.
Easy 779, stand.
Akin toolbar pushback has probably got it's a bit of a memory leak in it that we discovered when testing the FENIX. So yeah.
Niner, I can't see you on. No correction, you are on terminal 1. Stand by, call you back.
No worries, Easy 779.
And Tower Easy 13 November uniform is ready for taxi, and we can depart via Tango 9.
Easy 13 November uniform, taxi holding point Tango 9, runway 26 right via Echo 6, right on Echo.
Holding point Tango 9 for runway 26 right via Echo 6 and Echo Easy 13 November uniform.
Alors France 34 X-ray kilo, la suite avec l'approche 121 décimal 150, au revoir. Avec l'approche 121 50, France X-ray kilo, merci à vous, X-ray.
Okay, PEDS check, no change to the performance, it's as expected. Tango 9, QNH 1023, flex. Engine out procedure is standard at 23 miles out. We can make the left turn to our holding point as briefed and in the secondary flight plan. Departure is Opal 5 Bravo and initial climb flight level 100.
No worries,
Set.
Easy 779, take your time.
Easy 779er, that's correct now, so you're clear to Gatwick via the Opal 5 Alpha departure runway 27 left, initial climb flight level 100 and squawk 5707.
That dinging that we just heard is the cabin crew telling us that
Flight via Upler 5 Alpha, squawk 5707, initial climb 100, Easy 779er, 27 left is
that
the
we're
runway
good.
departure.
Easy 779er, back is correct.
Easy 875, request push and start.
So, taxiway Echo is right at the far end.
Easy 875, confirm squawk 5712, please.
Pocoto, the voices you hear are from self-loading cargo. ATC is of course VATSIM. Oh, everyone's got something nice lined up for the weekend as well.
Southern squawk 5712, Easy 875.
Easy 875, thank you. Push and start is approved. Face north, QNH 1023.
Pushback approved, face north, QNH 1023, Easy 875.
Oh, goodness me, I've just hit a divot.
Pré-repoussage vers France 44 en tête. Un instant, je vous rappelle, break, Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, wind 260 degree 6 knots, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Ian McPherson, thank you so much for your £5 super chat. Really do appreciate the support that you guys give. And I hope you have a good flight with us as well, Ian. Very kind of you.
Paris Tower,
And apologies, I'm just concentrating on where we're taxing here. As I said right at the start, one of the threats for our flight today is I have very little experience here in De Gaulle, so just following these slowly. But Ian says, thank you for your great content, top class, loving the A320, thanks to you. Ian, you're very welcome, really glad that you're enjoying it as well. It's a great plane to fly.
37 repoussage et mise en route approuvée face au nord, QNH 1023.
So we get to the end here, we get to the end of the taxiway, it's a right hand turn, from there straight down on Echo. Nizar, really glad you love the content, mate, hope you're well. Richard, I'm not using the tiller, no, I'm taxiing via the rudder twist stick at the moment. Mid Quinton, is this going to be on Xbox? Sadly not. So this first turn is golf. We don't want golf.
Ready to copy, Skylink 231. Skylink 231.
Gandhi, oh mate, thank you so much for your £5 donation as well. They're saying I'm actually flying in the Neo livery. Is your screen playing tricks? It's not the Neo livery, it's the new EasyJet livery, or certainly the most modern. But they have this on all the aircraft. The only thing they don't have on this aircraft is the big words Neo in grey splattered down the side. I think that'd be classed as false advertising. Right, now I'm on another straight part of the taxiway. Before takeoff, checklist, flight controls are checked, departure briefing is complete, flap setting, config 1, FMA, takeoff data, 142 blue, 144 magenta, climb nav blue, 1FD2, 10,000 blue, flex 68. Transponder is set, eco memo, takeoff no blue, AFB is stowed. Oh goodness me, look at that. Clearly Sheffield City Council got the job of filling in the potholes here in Charles de Gaulle.
Charles de Gaulle Tower, good evening, Skylink 3 and Echo 24 information Romeo. Request arrival clearance to Nürburgring.
Standby, runway, Caledonian 23, Sierra Delta, De Gaulle Tower.
Caledonian 2 cleared up to go ahead.
Brados 444, instead of putting the sim brief ID, put in your username instead. Try that. What is that? Ambulance, I'm so sorry, but I'm about to run you over. Transponder set, eco memo, takeoff no blue, FB is stowed. Did I do that last bit of the checklist? I know I did the FMA to takeoff data.
Actually, for EVE 6.
Ian, thank you once again. I'm really glad you enjoy the channel and the content, and really glad that you're loving the really glad you're loving the Airbus.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't 111. I'm sorry, quadruple one. I'm just so used to saying triplets.
050, are you ready to departure?
Ready for departure, 050.
050, wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 26 right, left takeoff.
Left takeoff, runway 26 right.
Ian, you messed up the last message. I understood what you meant, mate. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. I'm just glad that you enjoy the channel, the content, keeps you entertained, and hopefully learn a few things as well. Right, I need to know where I'm stopping here. Mr. Dino, why is there an ambulance on the taxiway? Maybe he's seen me fly before. Oran, get the Phoenix. I don't need to say anything else. The Phoenix is fantastic.
Tango 11 via Echo et Romeo, Air France 4437.
Easy 875 requesting taxi.
Easy 875, start taxiing Echo 6 and also Tango Kilo 2.
Mac, we probably could have done a single engine taxi, you're quite right.
Tango Kilo 2, easy 875.
Easy 69 extra ready for departure now.
Easy 69 X-ray behind the departing traffic, runway 26 right, line up and wait behind.
Mid-credit, is that live ATC? It's live ATC on the VATSIM network. The Virtual Air Traffic Control Network. RPBC, will I believe in the flyby A320? Oh no, we'll definitely still be flying that. I think it's just all about the Phoenix at the moment though, isn't it?
Sika 3, do you confirm that you called me for clearance?
Affirmative, Skyline K3, ready to copy clearance.
Skyline K3, you're clear to destination via the Ranux 5 Bravo departure, runway 26 right, initial climb, flight level 100 and squawk 1000.
Clear to destination, Ranux 5 Bravo departure.
How many aircraft are ahead of us? I think this should be it, and then we should be good to go, I think.
Skyline K3, read back is correct, break, runway 050, contact approach 121.150, bye-bye.
1.150, thank you, bye-bye, 050.
One two one 150. That's our departure frequency. Get that in. Nate, the VNAV on the Phoenix is absolutely spot on. Jonathan, I think it handles. I think it handles beautifully. I love the takeoff. It's very different to the Neo, without the rotation law.
Easy 690 X-ray, wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26 right, E69 X.
Easy 13 November uniform, behind the departing traffic, runway 26 right, line up and wait behind.
Behind departing traffic, line up and wait, runway 26 behind. Easy 13 November uniform. There's our clearance, off he goes. That was a dangerous turn of phrase, that. We can't say there's our clearance. There's our clearance to line up only. We don't want a Tenerife situation.
Easy 779, ready push to start, stand whiskey 4.
Ian, what's the next aircraft I'm looking forward to? Oh, I really want the fly-by-wire to get that A380 out. I think that would be amazing. Knowing the work that they did on the 320, then it's going to be absolutely stunning.
Start approved, face west, QNH 1032, easy 779. Nous sommes au taxi, 155.
Easy 775, correction, 779, confirm squawk 5707, please.
5707, easy 779.
Station calling.
Just check the systems page, it should be the packs that are off. Yeah, packs 1 and 2 off.
Nous sommes prêts au taxi à 155, désolé.
À 155 un instant, je vous rappelle, break easy 690 X-ray, contact approach 1.
Thank you, Christian.
1.150, bye-bye.
121.150, thank you so much, E69 X.
Delta, good evening, Delta 478 established, less runway 26 left.
Mac, how are the frame rates with the Phoenix? Well, bear in mind there is a lot of traffic here in Paris. It's a heavy airport as well. Paris is a very, very busy place. So I don't think it's doing too bad. And I'm only running it on a GTX 1660 as well.
Tango 10 via Papa Unité à gauche sur Romeo Air 155, merci beaucoup.
To go from South Alpine 8330, stand Alpha 1 forward PDC, ready for push and start.
Alpine 833, 0 double tower, hello sir, confirm squawk 5717, please.
5717, Alpine 833.
Easy 13, November uniform, wind 260 degrees 6 knots, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, easy 13 November uniform. Cabin secured, engine mode select on normal, TKSTRA, packs are off, anti-ice is on. Correction, anti-ice is off.
And Alpine 8330 to squawk 5717.
Takeoff. Chrono 50% M1. Let's go.
Alpine 8330 push and start is approved face west, QNH 1023.
Push and start approved facing west, QNH 1023, Alpine 8330.
Set takeoff thrust and flex SRS runway. Love that engine sound. .100 knots, checked.
Easy 875, continue taxi, holding point Tango 9er, runway 26
V1,
right,
rotate.
right on Echo.
Continue taxi Tango.
Continue
9
pulling back
26
through
right
10
via
degrees.
Echo, Easy
Nav.
875.
Positive climb. Gear up. Let's turn the brightness down on that primary flight display.
Easy 13 November uniform contact approach 121 decimal 150, bye bye.
1115, easy 13 November uniform. Bye bye. Thrust climb, SRS.
Sur Tango 11, prêt au départ, France.
260, KLM 1002.
Negative, please listen, turn left, heading 360.
Thrust climb, climb. And Paris departure, easy 13 November uniform, passing flight level, altitude 4000 for flight level 100 on the Opal 5 Bravo.
Easy 13 November uniform, evening identified, climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 69 X-ray, can we continue our climb?
Clarify, yes, sorry, climb flight level 190.
Open climb.
Level 190, Easy 69.
And flight level 190 blue.
De Gaulle approach, bonsoir, KLM 187, holding Catman up, flight level 190.
KLM 187, giving identify, leave the hold and descend at level 110.
Exit hold and to descend 110, KLM 187, thank you.
So how late were we departing? About half an hour actually, looking at that.
France 31, à gauche cap 290, tour ILS 26 gauche.
Mac hold start, so I disarmed the spoilers once we've... spoilers are disarmed once we've cleaned up, yeah.
Left 090 for speed by 11 Charlie.
73 Papa Golf, maintain 180 knots until 60 ME.
Does TCAS work with VATSIM? Yeah, absolutely. Ding the cabin crew, happy for them to start doing their job.
88 Papa Kilo, surface wind 260 degrees, cushion 260 degrees, 4 knots, runway 25, clear to land.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated.
Lights
Toilets
off.
are located at each end of
Don't
the
need those anymore.
Confirm the cap 290.
not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
10,000 feet. And our cruise level tonight is flight level 380. That is our optimum is 36, maximum is 38.
De Gaulle approche pour France 31, confirmé cap 260. Indicatif cap 290. Auto pour moi, donc 290 Air France 31.
The passenger announcements are still from self-loading cargo, not the FENIX.
Speedbird 3 Papa Kilo, cushion Speedbird 3 Papa Golf, contact tower 119 out, decimal 250, bye-bye.
119 decimal 250, Speedbird 3 Papa Golf, thank you, bye-bye.
Nighttime view of Paris. We've turned the wrong way for the good views, actually. The good views are over to the left-hand side.
Easy 6 X-Train of ITC, monitor income 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
Yeah, all the good views are over there.
Speedbird 11 Charlie, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1023.
Tower 5000, QNH 1023 for 11 Charlie.
KLM 1002, turn right heading 240, clear direct 270.
Oh, HD, you've woke up again. What am I checking? Our cruise is 38, optimum is 36, the maximum is 386. Does that mean we should request flight level 360, 2,000 feet lower?
Easy 13 November uniform, de la ITC, Mauritan Unicum 122 decimal 8, bye-bye.
Over to Unicom 122 decimal 8. Thanks for the service, Easy 13 November uniform. Wonder if we'll still have ATC in the UK when we get there. That's it on uniform. Do we want to be 2,000 feet over the optimum? Try 38 if you want. Good luck. I love it when you put it back in our court. I mean, that's the optimum, right? Optimum as in best for fuel efficiency, or because otherwise what's the point of recommended maximum altitude? I mean, I'm not going to argue. 360 blue. Seatbelt signs can come off now. So we flick the seatbelt signs. Just flicking the seatbelt signs on and off releases the cabin crew so that they can start going about their business. Preparing your drinks, should you want any.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Tom, sky's the limit. Recommended wax for 387. That is a much better explanation though, HD. So it's where VLS gets close to VMO, which is obviously known as Coffin Corner. What a phrase. Digital content, you need some red wine. I'm sure we can sort you out with some of that. Yakovic, you want this plane so bad. She's amazing. Really, really is. I mean, our recommended optimum will start to climb anyway as we burn this fuel off. Right, so airborne, our estimated time of arrival is 21:58. Our scheduled time of arrival is 21:50. So we pushed back 8 minutes late. RLS Print Design, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you again. Just had to put the beer down and jump in to watch. You don't need to put the beer down to do that. Edinburgh's your most practiced airport. Which approach, Taller or Edinburgh? We're doing the Taller approach this evening, I believe. Akin, don't you have to report delays in this thing? Yeah, you do, but I'll wait for Easyjet Ops to shout at me. I'm not going to contact them. Yakovic, 10. You live 10 minutes away from Edinburgh if you want some real updates through the window. Is it raining? Did say there was a chance of rain. Nice rule of thumb there, HD, more than 1,000 feet above the optimum. Wouldn't that have you at the wrong altitude? Just playing devil's advocate there. Planes and trains, you've just flown into Innsbruck in the Phoenix. Well done. when I try to log on to SimBrief on the FENIX software, when clicking apply, it doesn't do anything. If you've just completed a flight, you'll probably need to create a new one. Ooh, we've got control online, 128.3. Excellent. We'll request flight level 360.
Left of Mike, correction 60, left of Papa, hold short of November 11. Left of Papa, hold short, November 11, check,
Range control, good evening, Easy 13 November uniform, passing flight level 270, requesting flight level 360 and inbound Opal.
I call you back, break, taxi 48, Papa Mike, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1020.
Roger, descent 4,000 feet, QNH 102, Southwest 4 at the moment.
Station calling for the call sign again, please.
Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 13 November uniform, Reims, bonjour, identified, climb flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Easy 13 November uniform.
Very good evening to Easyjet Sim pilot from KLM 9
Good evening.
KLM 9 Alpha Zulu, hello again, identified, continue climb flight level 380.
Flight level 380, and I was just saying hello to Easyjet Sim pilot on the frequency.
Oh yeah, sure, I wasn't sure.
He probably has no idea who we are. Flight level 320 blue, anyway.
Air France 1061, Reims, bonjour, identifié. Vous êtes autorisé pour l'arrivée Roland-Pont, 9 Whisky.
So we'd struggle to climb much higher than the optimum. Possible, but we want nice smooth air. And there's not much margin. Worse than the 321s. The 320 Neos seem to have the least issue with it. That'll be those good engines. So digital content. The air traffic control you're hearing is live people on the VATSIM network, all connected, playing Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, different flight simulators, all linked into the VATSIM server, so we can see each other, avoid each other.
The 69 X-ray, sorry, report your passing flight level.
Currently cruising flight level 360 or Easy 69 actually.
Easy 69 X-ray, you're below my airspace, contact London control 129, decimal 425, bye-bye.
Almost sounds like we're receiving two stations. We're not.
Easy 13 November uniform, continue climb flight level 380.
Can we request flight level 360 if possible, please? Easy 13 November uniform.
13 November uniform, that's approved, climb flight level 360.
Flight level 360, thank you, Easy 13 November uniform. Oh, we're receiving. We're receiving. I don't know where we're receiving, but we don't want it. Why am I still receiving that?
Taxi 48 Papa Mike, turn left heading 360, I confirm heading 360, speed 220 knots.
Sorry, again for us,
Yeah, 48 Papa Mike, sorry, left heading 360, speed 220 knots.
Roger, that's 360 degrees and speed 220 knots, that's right, Mike, no problem.
Taxi 47 Kilo Echo, nothing further, Unicom 122, decimal 8, bye-bye.
122 decimal 8.
There, I've changed the frequency of it. Daft thing. We could monitor the guard frequency on that. I wonder if that's why the other day we were getting an echo in the VATSIM. I'm not used to having an aircraft where the radios are working independently.
Your destination, LBEC 7 November departure, runway 33, 7,000 feet initially, squawk 1,000.
Okay, that's 7 November out of 83, climbing 7,000, squawk 1,000, Swiss 83, Charlie Delta.
83 Charlie Delta, read back correct, break top Swiss 48, Papa Mike, jump left heading 230.
Would you like to turn 230 degrees?
1,000 feet to go. Optimum still 36.
November uniform contact London control 129 decimal 425. Bye bye.
129.425 easy 13 November uniform. Good night.
One Lima arrival for Stansted, route direct Ockham, Oscar Charlie Kilo.
Just waiting for someone to read back.
Charlie Kilo and Bedek 1 Lima arrival to Stansted, runner 202.
Easy 49 Charlie Alpha, report you're heading to Brussels 131.1.
1311 with a head and upgrade.
London Control, good evening. Easy 13 November uniform. Then off flight level 360 inbound Ratuk.
Easy 13 November uniform London. Hello, route direct Abbevie.
Director BV for Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 69 X-ray with you, flight level 260, request flight level 340.
Easy 69 X-ray, hello, climb flight level 340, route direct Abbevie.
Direct Abbevie and climb.
How far away is Abbevie? Flipping heck.
Speed 352, nothing further now, monitor Unicom 122-18, have a good flight.
That's copied, monitor Unicom. Thank you very much, take care, 352, bye bye.
Bye bye.
Right, we're at our top of climb.
Control, good evening, Santa Special 0 with you. Climb 180, passing climb 35.
Qantas 460, hello, climb flight level 290.
Fine, 290, Santa Special 0.
Oh, did you see that? I love that. You update the cost index and the estimated time changes. I love this aircraft.
Flight 310 and Magnus 178.
Crosswell A320 Yankee Quebec, roger. I'm just covering the south sector in the London FIR, so you're still outside my airspace. Monitor Unicom 122, escalate.
Okay, monitor Unicom 122, Smile.
Okay, let's do our top of climb checks. So we'll cycle those SD pages.
Qantas 460, you can resume your own navigation now, direct Coxie Kilo, Oscar Kilo.
Gentlemen from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've now reached flight level. We were slightly delayed in taking off, so we are running a little bit behind schedule, but we'll do our best to catch up and see if we can get you to your destination on time as planned. As the cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to please sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
1.6 tons of fuel, 4.4 tons of fuel there.
Ryanair 202,
good.
When ready, descend
no fuel
flight
leak.
level 180.
I wonder if you could I wonder if you could have a fuel leak.
180, Ryanair 202.
Go flight 634, descend flight level 170.
Yeah, they've not changed that bug, HD. The all button is cycling back to the cruise page every time.
Now, monitor Unicom, have a great flight.
Over to Unicom, Speedbird 490, Mike, thanks for the service, have an awesome weekend, cheerio.
Angie, good eye.
Let's do our fuel check, shall we? So, where are we passing?
Northern Control,
A beam Ratuk.
Delta Alpha Bravo Golf Delta, good evening. You're not actually in my sector yet, and you won't actually enter it. But route direct to Lambourne, Lima
So we
Alpha
should have
Mike,
about 4.5 tons of
then
fuel.
Monster Unicorn 122 decimal 8.
Ratuk, slightly under. Well, I did set -2 for the fuel today to check that out, because the developers, very, very open and honest, say they can't get the fuel burn exactly right. So you're always left with a bit more fuel, not burning quite enough. So I thought, let's just try changing the performance factor, see what happens.
Contact Brussels 131 decimal 1. Goodbye. Speedbird 310.
We were on the ground for a while,
so Monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8. Goodbye.
So could be a reason.
Ryanair 202.
Sky Morris, thank you for subscribing. Daniel, does this product offer aircraft with both analog and glass attitude indicators? So for the standby instruments, yes it does.
634, nothing further into Stansted. It's over to Unicom. Safe landing, bye bye.
Unicom, go 5634, bye bye.
Cactus 1914, we just left my airspace to the west. Monitor Unicom 1228, goodbye.
Alright, 228, goodbye, thanks for service, Cactus 1914, good day.
Good night.
What we can also do here is connect to London South. If they need us, they can now message us. Hey Gandish, do you want to look at the external livery? I can't show you, it's dark. There isn't anything to see. Promise you it says EasyJet.
Good evening, EC 25 extra.
But that's about it.
Flight level 14, set for 15
EC 25 X-ray Romeo, good evening.
HT, yeah, so the real one is obviously Echo Golf Tango Tango, but on VATSIM, as they split the sectors up, I think they set their own code, to be honest, and the code today, the controls popped in his details, is London South. Oh, should we put the wing lights on?
Good evening, 35 for Lima, passing 135 to 150, bound to Cook City.
Let me do that, and I'll turn the cabin lights off as well.
Climb 350, 35 for Lima.
Easy 25 X-ray Romeo, route direct, Lelna.
Is that in the sim settings? Cabin.
Easy 25 X-ray Romeo, route direct,
cabin lights.
Lelna.
Let's have a look.
Direct Lelna, Easy 25 X-ray Romeo.
Ooh, there you go.
Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, leaving my airspace now. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Goodbye.
Richard, if you've enabled failures in the middle doing something that looks weird in the aircraft, is there a way to confirm that you are actually experiencing a failure? Yes. Oh, Lund's notification failed. Let's try that again. If you go to the do menu, is it config? Oh, it might be maintenance. Hang on. There, failures. If you have any failures, it will tell you there. Plus, you'd probably get a master caution alarm and a lot of information on this display here.
Vision 1158, contact Brussels 131.1. Good night.
Contact Brussels 131.1. Good night. Vision 1158, heavy. Have a pleasant
We'll get some en route weathers. We'll check out the weather in Manchester.
Andrew, good night.
In fact, where are we? Passing Stansted. I'll tell you what, if something did go wrong at this point, Stansted isn't a bad shout, to be honest. We've got a company message. This will be them telling me you were late. Why were you late? Oh, that's the weather data. That came through quickly. Wide open.
Ryanair 202, route direct Brooklands Park, Bravo Papa Kilo.
Easyjet Ops,
Bravo,
10
Papa
minutes
Kilo
late.
direct, Ryanair 202.
Okay. Why were we 10 minutes late? What we're putting down? Late passengers is what I was going to go with. It doesn't really matter, but for a little bit of realism, it's kind of nice to have. Late arrival of the
Ryanair
pushback
202, descend flight level 140.
RLP.
Descend flight level 140, Ryanair 202.
Someone can get sacked for that now. Send that off.
Easy 779 with you now, fly actually 250, speed 290 knots.
Easy
Right, I'm going to start
779,
setting things up for my
hello,
arrival.
Nav 1 Golf for Gatwick, route direct Timber.
Okay, 1 Golf for Gatwick, redirect to Timber, Easy 779. London Control, Shamrock 605, flight level 270.
Shamrock 605, London, good evening.
Should be about an hour or so, maybe a little bit under.
Ryanair 202, nothing further into Stansted, I'm afraid. Monitor Unicorn 122, decimal 8, safe landing.
What time we got?
122,
21:49. Yeah, just under an hour then.
Weekend, bye bye.
Angie.
Thanks.
Dogfu, you're disconnected from VATSIM. Oh dear, why?
Easy 779, when ready, descend flight level
JDJ, how did I change to the interview so easily? So they're custom views. You can go and get those there in our Discord server if one of our members would kindly cue the Nightbot to fire up a link for the Discord server. In the pilot's briefing room, you can download these and install them. In fact, is that... let's have a quick look. Was that... I'm trying to see if that was London down there. Well, a bit of London. It's covered by cloud, actually, looking at that. Sky's Limit says the delay options are almost as vague as ours. Where was the one where I get to blame passengers? It's not my fault. I suppose late removal of steps? Maybe. En route slot delay. Departure runway change. Laurent Bishop says, damn, I need to fix my exams, but then the FENIX it is. Yeah, yeah. HD blamed the previous crew. Code 93. Yeah, it's not your fault, mate. Blame them.
Easy 69 X-ray, just wondering, are we still in your airspace or should we head over to Unicom?
You are for another 20 miles, but you can head over to Unicom now, yes. Easy 69 X-ray, monitor Unicom, good night.
Just looking, doesn't look like we've got any ATC, sadly, up in Scotland.
London, very good evening. Speedbird 8 Sierra Delta.
Never mind.
Climbing to flight level 370, currently at flight level 230.
Speedbird 8 Sierra Delta, hello, climb flight level 300.
Flight level 300.
That company message has come through. I don't need to read it. I know what it's going to say. It's just going to say message has been received from Easyjet Operations. ATC received.
Easy 64 Lima Alpha, Luton departure, climbing flight level 20, passing 150.
Easy 64 Lima Alpha, hello, squawk 3204.
3204, Easy 64 Lima Alpha.
Tom Sky's Limit. FENIX is actually more advanced than the real world. At least you know how many passengers you have left aboard, whereas we just have to sit and shout out the door and ask the CSD. Tony, you wonder if Emirates will return to Edinburgh. They used to fly there, didn't they? Perhaps when COVID thing settles down.
Easy 64 Lima Alpha, climb flight level 350.
Climb 350, Easy 64 Lima Alpha.
Dr. Magic, in real life, do the check codes actually work? Do the ops believe your reasons for being late, or can you just make stuff up? You do have the ability to send a free text as well. And I think, you know, they were, I don't know if they implemented this.
London Center, good evening.
But they were looking at an ability to send free text messages to other aircraft on the Hoppies network.
Squawk 4764 from Soleil, 32 Yankee.
Easy 13 November uniform leaving my airspace now. Monitor Unicom 122.8. Goodbye.
Over to you, Unicom. Thanks for the service again. Easy 13 November uniform. Good night.
See ya. Easy 24 Quebec Zulu. Jersey is offline. Monitor Unicom 1228. Good night.
Unicom 128. Easy 24 Quebec Zulu. Goodbye.
Apparently, quite a few people have had
Yankee Quebec route direct
issues flying into Jersey in the Phoenix. So I think they're trying to find out and recreate what are those issues to see what the issue is. Maureen, they did implement it. All happy enabled planes can do this. It can be surprising if you don't include your call sign. I just need to know what the other call signs are. Fly-by driving. You won £1,750 on the lottery last night. No word of a lie. You were struggling after paying debts. You were struggling, but then after paying debts, you bought the Phoenix as a treat to yourself. The streams are great. Thank you wholeheartedly, mate. That is awesome news, isn't it? Oh, I was so glad that you were able to treat yourself as well afterwards, and it just didn't get swallowed up, because it sounds like you deserved it, mate. So awesome. Well done. I need to start playing the lottery. Right, I'm gonna. I didn't need to delete the secondary flight plan, did I? I just want to copy the active, so that's there. Randall 40, anyone use the iPad to control the AFB? On yours it doesn't show full screen performance layer, so not all the pages there at the bottom. Can you move around on it and pan around on it? When I tried it with mine, it worked fine, but that was a while ago. HDU won £3 on Tuesday. That will get you a Big Mac. Actually, I'm not even sure if it will anymore. It'll buy you a large chocolate milkshake, which is my favourite tipple from McDonald's. Right, let's start looking at the arrival, shall we? Velox, I do have displays set to balanced. Yes, quite right. Alright, how do we turn off COM2? Can I just flip that off? Will that work? No, apparently VATSIM says it's still receiving on COM1.
Traffic, flight 634.
Basically, I need to get this grayed out. So the arrival. IMPIP 1 Echo arrival. So, Tartan, flight level 70. Tower, 12 mile DME arc into insert the ILS. Let me see what it looks like on the navigation display. Well, that looks interesting. Oh, is that a hold? The hold might be already keyed in for us. Yeah, we check. Go ahead and tidy that up. So, Escdo 250 knots. Tartan is the hold at flight level 70. This has always confused me a little bit, this arrival, because you've got Tartan and then you can't go any further. Now from Tartan, do we go via Taller? Because Taller's not actually shown here on the final arrival chart. It actually doesn't give you an initial veer, does it? What happens if we get rid of that?
And standard traffic easing 7.
Well, that looks somewhat better.
Pushing back from gate 45.
In real life, we get radar vectors. Yes, I'm not going to get those tonight, though. So, should we just insert that and vector ourselves in? Yeah, so from Tartan we'd proceed, perhaps fly more of a downwind leg, come in round and land. Let's just tidy up how we're going to do this then. So we have got, check the constraints that we can expect. In pip 26, that's fine. In rev 200. In rev 200. Escdo 250. Tartan 70. I wouldn't have any problem with maintaining 250 knots here though at Tartan. There is a speed restriction. We may call free speed, however. And then after that, we're on to the final approach fixes and the centre fix. Platform altitude is what, 3,000 feet, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get the latest weather for Edinburgh then. Then whilst we're doing that, we can do a landing calculation. Fuel on board, we were expecting 2.7 tons when we land. What we've got on at the moment, we've got 3.8, so that's another 1.1 ton to burn. So if we do a landing calculation, it should be 60.6. Conservative if we did it for 61. Chris Simpson, how would you set up the demarc for runway 24? Well, it's in there if you go via Tala, but I don't think that's ever really flown anymore. So, runway 24. I don't know any... well, has that METAR come through? Be great if these actually provided with things like the runway conditions. I did send that weather request off, didn't I? Oh, that's interesting. Why has it disappeared? There we go. Let's see if that comes through. But if it's not raining, well, we'll go with dry. Even if it is raining, we'd go with good, wouldn't you? Apply the latest METAR. HD, why would you fly via Tala? Most likely if you were doing an NDB approach. Is it NDB in Edinburgh? It's not VOR, is it? Got the METAR. Oh, there's the METAR actually. No, it's not currently raining. Our landing weight, we'll go with 61. We'll have auto brake low, auto thrust on, flap full, manual landing, auto brake low would suffice. Okay. That's done. Oh, so is Frith the radars out? Not something we have to simulate here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That would make sense then, I guess. If they can't give you ILS vectors, they don't know where they are. What is the A? Definitely don't understand that question. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. Transit running runway 24 in pip 1 echo. Arrival. Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. MSAs were coming in 3,900 feet to the south. That's where the terrain is. Cat 1 is 300. Runway visible range is above 550 meters, so we're okay to start the approach. Airfield elevation 100. And missed approach straight ahead 3,000. HT says, to be fair, you don't have radar very often in the sim, so it's not always a bad idea to have it plugged in. You know where you are then. But Edinburgh is pretty straightforward, quite right. Oh, well, it's a Friday night question. What is the A? Are you talking about the A in radar? Because it actually stands for something, doesn't it? Not that I can remember. Someone's going to Google that quickly. It's like laser, isn't it? Right, let's work out how I'm going to make the approach then. In terms of, not how I'm going to make it, sorry, how I'm going to fly the approach. That weather request didn't want to come through, did it? So, at Tartan as we come in. We're going to be flight level 70, speed 230 knots. As we leave Tartan, we'll start to slow down to our green dot speed. We're going to leave Tartan, descending all the way down to the platform altitude, which is 2,000 feet. I need to be a little bit careful there though, actually. MSA is 3,900 feet, so that's where we'd normally get radar vectors, isn't it? Keep us nice and safe from terrain. Let's just have a quick check, actually. So, did I say 2,000 feet? Platform altitude is 3,000 feet. So, we can get down to 3,000 feet. Around 23 miles from Tala. This is a guess when we don't have the radar vectors available. We just need to be careful because of the terrain. I could put a 12-mile DMA arc in off the India Tango Hotel, off the NDB. Is that 12-mile arc off the... Oh, it is. It's off the ILS DME, isn't it? Basically, though, we'll be able to keep ourselves safe. 3,000 feet, coming in around flaps 1, flaps 2, then with the glide, and after vacating, we will taxi, vacate left, make left again. Is there a radar safety chart in the reference? Well. Oh, that's Charles de Gaulle. Don't want that. There you go. So 3,000 feet, we are safe to get down. 3,000 feet, then obviously 2,300. So we should be, yeah, we should be fine. How far away is our top of descent? About 80 miles. Which is good, because that means we've now done our brief in good time. I just need to get the weather put in. So that QNH is currently 1010 and 11 degrees. Wind is currently 250 at 7. I love this aircraft in the wind on finals. And that barrow is 300. Did anybody see the arrival we did into Bergen the other day with a really strong headwind? And see how the aircraft caught a gust of wind as it was coming in just a few feet from touchdown. It was absolutely stunning. It just gave us a little bit of a lift up before gently settling back down onto the runway. I mean, that was amazing.
In just a service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Tony Simpson says the real easy 13 November uniform is 50 minutes late. Maybe, well late as well. HD, did I pass over our house? Do you know what? Was Mammal one of the waypoints? Yeah, it is. Mammal is very close to where I am. I've just passed it. Hang on. God, that's bright. Can I recognise anywhere by night time? Do you know what? That's quite difficult to see. That could be Doncaster Airport behind us. I'd have to go and have a look back at the navigation display. Or that could be Doncaster. Looking at the orientation, I would suggest that's Doncaster, which means my house is oh, it's over here somewhere, because that's the city of Sheffield. God, I do love this. I do love this simulator. John says Tower and Ground are online in Edinburgh. Oh, brilliant! We do have some ATC coming up. Glad about that. HD, I should have looked out of the window. Yeah, I can't stick my head out. Had I known, normally I recognise there's Upton and Mammal, those two waypoints. If you're flying anywhere near those, I can usually see you. Let me have a look for the frequencies then coming up. So we've got Tower, which is 1187. I'll get that in the standby. And ground frequency is, what is ground? 1218. Simon, you're from Queensborough. Oh, you're not that far away from us then. GD says Doncaster is likely new HQ of Great British Rail. Well, it's got a massive station, hasn't it? HD says it's got lighter as we've gone north. Well, yeah. I thought tonight I want to try and end up somewhere in Scotland just to see if we can still see it. You know, with a little sun haze as we get there. I departed a bit later than I wanted to, though, to be fair. But yeah, indeed, it's got lighter and lighter. If we continued all the way to Iceland, it will continue to get lighter as we went north. But I don't have time for that. Tommy said you had to do flaps 3 into, is that Washington yesterday? 19 gusting 22 across, had to give it to the skipper at 1,000 feet to land. Fair enough. And your limits are 15 knots, ridiculous. Mark says, like how you can see the contrail from the aircraft in front. Yeah, he's according to that, he's 24,000 feet beneath us. Right. Oh, hey Gandhi again. Oh mate, thank you so much. You've given so much to the channel. Really do support it. And Egg Andy says, with his £5 super chat, just poured myself a glass of wine in preparation for a fun working weekend ahead. 2 12-hour shifts. Oh no. Thanks for the awesome streams this week. Oh, you're more than welcome. We've had some real good fun with the Phoenix. And do you know what? What do you think to how long, sort of like the beta testers, myself and the others, we had the lifting in the NDA, obviously, which was on Monday. And then it was released yesterday. What do you think to that? It was just, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. There was just 4 days, wasn't there, between the NDA being released and then the actual aircraft being released. And I know so many people didn't want kind of what PMDG did with the 737, which was, I don't know how long the NDA was lifted on that, and then guys were allowed to stream it and show it off before it was actually available to buy. But yeah, 4 days from the end of the beta testing to it being on the shelves, so to speak. Right, what we got? Our VLS is 130, VAP's going to be 135. Pedro says this looks so pretty. Indeed it does. I can just look over in the daylight. I love this view because you can just peer over the glare shield and see what's happening. Yakovic, you're back and you have secured the chocolate buttons for landing. Top of descent is in around 30 miles. So HD says, right, this is something else I've been trying to get my head around. If the VLS is 132 on approach, feel free to add a couple of knots onto the VAP. Because what are we thinking? A third of the headwind component? Which will be what? 2.5? 2.5, 3? I can't put I can't put 2.5 knots in. It doesn't let me. Ground speed mini does work, Tom, yes. Can you pull the tray table out? Indeed you can. I can sit here and have my drink. Ryan Young, the ETP is the equitime point, the sort of halfway distance between our departure and our arrival. Can anybody hear the training captain? HD, forget the headwind component. I need to read that again. So VAP's greater than VLS by 5. Yeah, that's right. Or a third of the headwind if it's greater than 5. That's right, isn't it? So check the VLS on the approach on the primary flight display. We obviously can't do that, can we, until we're on approach, like you say. If it's different to VLS in the box, we can amend the VAP. So the approach has just become a little bit more difficult, and not for reasons of flight simulations, but if you guys are in the Discord later, I'm going to try and send you guys a photo of what I mean. Get off that. The training captain's playing with the pen. You never come in here, honestly. What are you doing? Move out of the way. Come on. Yeah. Goodbye, training captain. Clevo, does the cat work for fly-by-wire? He seems upset. Comment of the night. Right then, guys, time to start heading down. We'll head down to. I'm going to set this to flight level 200 for one of our first constraints in rev. So descent. Alt magenta is armed and flight level 260 magenta. Could we use the HD to check green dot speed? So green dot there is what, about 222? This is where I would love an actual digital display on here. Oh, that was a good guess. 222 on there. So we're now on our way down, guys. Should be on the ground in roughly, let me see, speed error at Tartan. Yeah, it's saying we're not going to make that constraint at Tartan. Not quite sure why. Difference in the speed between Escado and Tartan. The difference, we've got 16 miles to slow down to that. We'll use some speed brakes if need be to keep up with the profile. Barry, did I push a button to descend or just push the button? So I wound the altitude down to flight level 200 and then I pushed for managed descent. I could have done it in open descent, but to do that I would have had to pull. Danny, PDF scale reading passed. holding the approach nice there, isn't it? What gorgeous orange wing and engine.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Packlord says, after arriving at the gate and shutting out, one of your speed brakes was still not down. Any ideas? That's interesting. I've not had that happen before. Manflex, can I show you how the equitime point is modelled on the McDo? It's not something I normally play around with, so equitime point is there, so you can obviously amend it if you wish. Simple takeoffs. Does the aircraft appear fine from the outside, but the cockpit view after editing the camera's config out on the outside have issues with tech? Yes, it does. And if you recall, the PMDG DC6 did the same. And it's because it's a different model that you're looking at. Malflex says here to try have a put a wind selection in just to see if it makes a difference. So if I'm surprised these aren't put in actually. Let's put something daft in. 090 at 100. It just changed the time there. It's not the longest of flights, is it? So. Yakovic says, since the new world update, Orbex Edinburgh crashes the sim. That's not good. Oh, who's just come online? Scottish Controls online. 13552.
Turn left heading 360 degrees, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
To left 360 degrees and 5,000 feet, right now 5776.
Scottish Control, good evening. Easy 13 November uniform, passing flight level 270 for flight level 260. Inbound IPIP.
Easy 13 November uniform, Scottish Control, good evening. Descend flight level 260.
Descend flight level 260, Easy 13 November uniform.
Scottish Easy 69 X-ray with you, descending to flight level 20, passing flight level 250.
Easy 69 X-ray, Scottish Control, good evening. Descend flight level 90, and if you can expedite the descent for me.
So, we're going to get those vectors that we spoke about, so that's nice. Xperia, can I show you the wing view?
Easy 132 uniform on conversion, speed 250 knots.
On conversion 250 knots, Easy 132 uniform.
Right, there's a aircraft.
Easy 13 November uniform on conversion, speed 270 knots.
270 knots on conversion for Easy 13 November uniform. Right, we have just busted the constraint because that was set prior to ATC coming online.
Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, speed 220 knots or less.
Speed 220 or less, Caledonian 23 Delta.
Ryanair 5776, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Descend 3,500 feet, right now 5776.
And Easy 13 November uniform, confirm holding flight level 260 for us.
Easy 13 November uniform, descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130, thank you, Easy 13 November uniform. Through saddle, open descent 130 blue.
Legend 135 Tango, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1011.
6,000 feet, QNH 1011. Legend 135 Tango.
And apologies, Easy 13 November uniform. Just confirm the conversion for us.
Speed 270 knots.
270, thank you, Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 69 X-ray, speed 280 knots.
Speed 280 knots, Easy 69 X-ray.
Scottish, good evening. Easy 1335, flight level 230, requesting descent.
Oh, we've got ATC coming in, that's lovely.
Blacker 1 Golf arrival, descend flight level 150, level Guffer.
Blacker 1 Golf arrival and descend 150 and level by Guffer.
Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, turn left heading 305.
Down to 3,000 feet and left heading 305, Caledonian 230 Delta.
Ryanair 5776, 1 track miles, turn left heading 330 degrees.
I'll go and extend the runway heading
Right now, 5776.
in a little while. At the moment, we've not been given vectors.
Easy 69 X-ray, descend flight level.
Yeah, what I was about to say as well, just before I realised what was happening with the altitude, there's an aircraft on frequency with a very similar call sign to us, so that is a big threat.
Easy 132, turn left heading 315.
I think there's 132 and 132 uniform online, and we're 13 November uniform. The November, for once, is saving us, and I always whinge about a November in a call sign. Track miles to go 65.
Easy 13 November uniform, turn right heading 360 degrees.
Right heading 360, Easy 13 November uniform.
Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, turn left heading 275, clear ILS approach, runway 24.
Left heading 275, thanks, ILS 24, Caledonian 23 Delta.
Legend 135 Tango 33 track miles, turn left heading 355, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Left 355, descend 5,000, Legend 135 Tango.
Atari 30 with you, passing 4,000 feet.
Atari 30 Scottish Control, good evening, climb and now flight level 250.
Climb level 250, Atari 30.
Atari 30, turn left heading 175.
Left heading 175, Atari 30.
Easy 6 at 9 X-ray 4, 2 track miles to touchdown, fly heading 010 degrees.
Fly heading 010, easy 6 at X-ray.
So keep that speed up, that'll get us back down on profile as well.
Easy 132 uniform, descend flight level 130.
130,
So this works slightly different, does it, to the fly-by-wire?
Caledonian 23 Sierra Delta, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.7, bye-bye.
118.7, today, Caledonian 350 Delta.
Ryanair 5776,
Double check that radial.
left heading 270 degrees. Once established, local
061.
descend with the glide path.
Left 270 degrees, on established localizer 7 on a glide, Ryanair 5776.
Legend 135 Tango, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
There we go.
Descend 4,000
So there's the runway
Legend 135 Tango.
centre line extended. Pop the anti-ice on. Just in case we're going through some moisture. Can't quite see. Let's get the passengers strapped in as well, shall we?
Confirm for E69 X-ray to stop descend at flight level 80.
Easy 6 9 X-ray A firm, but you can descend now to altitude 6,000 feet to QNH 1011.
Roger, descend 6,000 feet, then QNH 1011.
Easy 1335, fly heading 040 degrees.
Heading 040, easy 1335.
HD, you're on the ball today.
5776.
My trigger for that lot is about 10,000 feet. Landing checklist, approach checklist. So brief our approach. Seatbelt signs are on. Minimums are 300. Engine mode selector is normal. EFB is stowed.
Left heading 145.
Tell you what I am going to quickly do.
Easy 13 November uniform, speed 250 knots, descend flight level 80.
250 knots, descend flight level 80. Easy 13 November uniform.
Pushback, good evening, Ryanair 2324, passing
flight level 80.
800, goes down 1 Charlie.
Ryanair 2324, Scottish, good evening, climb flight level 250.
Level 250, Ryanair 2324.
Need to link.
Ryanair 5776, we are fully established 8.5 DME.
Ryanair 5776, Roger, surface wind 240 degrees 10 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Those.
Good land 23, Ryanair
There we go.
5776.
Otherwise,
ED6 9 X-ray, descend
I need to sort both out, and I don't want to do that.
Descent up to
I think we're a bit high on this profile. Might have to get some speed brakes.
Speed 220 knots.
220 knots on the speed, E6.
Easy 1335, descend flight level 100.
At descend flight level 100, easy 1335.
Qatar 30, resume navigation direct NATEB, climb flight level. In fact, redirect NATEB, climb maintain flight level 250.
Route direct NATEB, climb and maintain flight level 250, Qatar 30.
We'll enter HD mode.
Easy 13 November.
IT8 identified.
To altitude 6,000 feet to QNH 1010.
Descend altitude 6,000 QNH 1010 for easy 13 November uniform.
Engine 135 Tango, turn left heading 270 degrees, descend to altitude 3,500 feet. Report localizer established, runway 23.
Left 270, descend 3,500, and we'll curve engine 135 Tango.
I find the landing lights click spot a little difficult sometimes.
Easy 132 uniform, resume navigation, direct Carton, descend flight level 100.
Direct Carton, flight level 100, easy 132 uniform.
Speed brakes can go away. When I want to slow down, I'm going to tell him.
Easy 69 X-ray 20 track miles, turn left heading 345, speed 180 knots.
Heading 345 to the left and speed 180 knots, easy 69 X-ray.
Easy 13 November uniform, descend to altitude 5,000 feet.
Descend altitude 5,000, easy 13 November uniform.
Engine 135 Tango, descend to altitude 3,000 feet, follow the glide.
5,000 blue.
2,000, and the guide, legend 135 Tango.
Yeah, trying to find the click spots for the lights, not the easiest. I think I've landed before in this aircraft with one landing light on and one off. Maybe one extended and one on.
Easy 132 uniform, vector direct approach runway 24, number 3 in traffic, turn left heading 045, descend flight level 80.
045, descend flight level 80, easy 132
Ladies and
uniform.
gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest
Glide slopes
down,
now identified.
and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing
There's
in
the
any
airport.
trash,
Looks like
newspapers,
quite a few
or
strobe lights on there
magazines
as
that you do
well.
not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
Easy 69 X-ray, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Descending 3,000 feet, easy 69 X-ray.
Easy 13 November uniform, speed 180 knots, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
180 knots, descend altitude 4,000 feet for easy 13 November uniform.
Final 2324,
Should have listened to you,
direct
HT.
Dean Cross.
Check Dean Cross, 12324.
1F577623 vacated.
NF5 776, welcome, taxi stand 3, correction 28.
Stand 28, stand 2TC, yeah, run F5776, good night.
Start configuring 180 knots then, so flaps 1, speed's checked. Flaps 1.
Easy 132 uniform, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, unit 1010.
nautical miles.
Easy 132 uniform, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1010.
5,01010, easy 132 uniform.
Easy 133.
Just looking at that, we're not going down because we're losing speed. What would you have done, HD? Would you have pulled VS?
135 Tango, surface wind 240 degrees 10 knots, runway 23, clear to land.
Oh, we're not going down, that's why.
Clear to land, runway 23.
Open descent, thank you, FMAs.
Easy 69 X-ray, turn left heading 275, clear direct approach, runway 24.
Left to 275 and clear direct approach for runway 24, easy 69X.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on the FMA. Because we were slowing down, I thought, well, we're not going down because we're losing speed.
Ryanair 2324,
there we go.
From the requested cruise level.
Flight level 3990, Ryanair 2324.
Ryanair 2324.
Still above that glide slope, so
Flight level 350, Ryanair 2324.
here it comes. I need further descent down to 3,000. Then I'll happily do it in VS. Read your FMAs and be in a good place. Well, there's a motto.
Easy 1335, 3 track miles, turn left heading 010 degrees.
33 track miles and left in 030 degrees, easy 1335.
Easy 69 X-ray, establish silence.
Easy 69 X-ray, thank you. Speed 160 knots till 4 DME. Contact tower 118.7. Bye bye.
118.7 and speed 160 and 4 DME.
Easy 13 November uniform, turn left 330 degrees, descend to altitude 3,000 feet.
Left heading 330, descend altitude 3,000 feet. Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 132 uniform, descend to altitude 4,000 feet.
4,000, 132 uniform.
One aircraft ahead of us. One coming. Egg Andy, thank you so much for upgrading the membership. That is amazing, mate. Honestly, you're the best. You've contributed so much to the channel over the last week, actually. So thank you so much. I'm just going to concentrate on this arrival for the moment. And flaps 2, speeds checked.
Easy 1335, turn left heading 360 degrees.
Left heading 360.
We get a nice little balloon as well when we pull flaps 2.
Easy 13 November uniform, turn left heading 270 degrees. Clear ILS approach runway 24. When established, speed 160 knots till 4 DME.
Left heading 270, cleared ILS approach runway 24. When established, speed 16 till 4 DME. Easy 13 November uniform.
Easy 1335, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1011. Easy 1335, descend to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1011.
Down to 5,000 feet, QNH 1011, easy 1335.
Easy 132, uniform speed 180 knots, turn left heading 350.
Matt Warren, thanks for being on board, mate. Hope you have a good weekend.
Turn left heading 350 degrees, easy 132 uniform.
And 1XP, you need to hold the right Alt key till you get a little magnifying glass like that, then click it. So we've got Glidestone Blue, Lock Blue, Cat 3, Dual, Autopilot 1 and 2, there's Lock Star.
ED2 3 Whiskey, read back correctly.
And let's start slowing 160 knots to establish. That was an awful intercept.
Easy 1335, descend to altitude 3,500 feet.
Down to altitude 3,500, easy 1335.
Scottish Controls, Easy 193 just departed from Edinburgh via runway 24.
Easy 193, roger, report your passing altitude.
Easy 193, passing 3,800.
193, thank you, climb now, flight level 240.
8 mile final.
Easy 193, climb now, flight level 240.
Easy 13 November uniform, contact tower 118.7, bye-bye. Easy 13 November uniform, tower 118.7, bye-bye.
Over to tower, easy 13 November uniform, bye bye.
Easy 132 uniform, descend.
Tower, easy 13 November uniform, established 247 miles. One 18.7. Tower, easy 13 November uniform, established runway 24, 6 mile final.
Easy 13 November uniform, Edinburgh Tower, hello, continue approach runway 24, number 1. Your surface winds 240 degrees, 10 knots. Good evening.
Continue approach, easy 13 November uniform. Let's get her into speed mode.
EG69
Flaps full.
X-ray, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi to holding point Alpha 12 via Alpha. Expect stand 32.
Landing checklist.
Taxi via Alpha 12.
Cabin secured, auto thrust, speed going around altitude 3,000 feet steady. Remember landing no blue.
EG69 X-ray, welcome to Edinburgh. Taxi holding point Alpha 12 via Alpha. Expect stand 32.
Roger, taxi holding point Alpha 12 via Alpha and expect stand 323.
EG13 November uniform runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, easy 13 November uniform. Trying to get the right sort of zoom level for our landing. There we go. 1,000 feet. Autopilot disconnected. I have control. Oh, I don't like those stutters. They scare me. Whoa. Not only do they scare me, they destabilize my approach. Get her back on that centre line now.
EG69 X-ray, thank you. Contact Edinburgh ground 121.75. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
121.75.
Thanks. Bye.
Minimum.
Continue.
$50, $40, $30, $20. Retard.
On the touchdown zone. We've got spoilers deployed, reverse idle. Oh, actually we've got reverse green. Anyway.
Edinburgh Tower, easy 132.
Something else for us off.
24.
EG132 uniform Edinburgh Tower, hello, continue approach runway 24, number 1 departing ahead, surface winds 240 degrees, 10 knots.
Continue approach runway 24, easy 132 uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for
don't
messaging,
stop, keep
calls,
moving.
or internet access may now be used.
EG13 November uniform, welcome to Edinburgh, taxi to holding point Alpha 12 via Alpha, expect stand 18.
Seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care.
Taxi holding point Alpha 12 by Alpha expect stand 18. Easy 13 November uniform.
On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
Right, I'm going to have to turn some lights on here in the flight deck because I can't see the click spots. So, just have a nice steady taxi there. Start that APU, strobes can come off, landing lights can come off.
EG132 uniform runway 24 clear to land.
24 clear to land, easy 132 uniform.
EG13 November uniform, contact Edinburgh ground 121.75. Have a great evening.
121.75, thank you, easy 13 November uniform.
Tower low, EG37 Hotel uniform with you on Alpha.
EG37 Hotel uniform Edinburgh Tower, hello, behind the arriving company Airbus A320 via Delta 1 line up for runway 2.
Edinburgh ground, good evening, easy 13 November uniform on Alpha.
Easy 13 November uniform, Edinburgh ground, good evening, taxi, continue taxi on Alpha, right onto Echo stand 1 Bravo.
Alpha Echo 1 Bravo, Easy 13 November Uniform. Are my taxi lights on?
Good evening, Easy 156, requesting radio trip.
That's the takeoff. There's no difference to my taxi light there, is there? I'm going to set it to the takeoff light, at least I can see them.
Last station, say a call sign again, sorry.
Easy 156.
Easy 156, don't have an
Yeah,
Easy
I
156.
think that might be stand
Speedbird 156.
18. I don't think they have numeric call signs here, do they? Oh no, it is. It is 1 Bravo, right at the end of Echo. They do have a stand 18 and they do have a stand 1 Bravo. But as he's told us to go via Echo, then yeah.
Beautiful stream, by the way, Easyjet and Pilot.
Thanks very much.
Last station calling, say again.
Oh no, I was just congratulating a pilot who made it safely to Edinburgh and he was tuning it.
Oh, fantastic.
What's for landing?
We'll not tell ATC that
Oh, what a bastard.
300 odd people were listening to him as well.
Easy 17 Alpha Delta.
So,
contact enemy
Alpha
tower, 118
Echo
Alpha,
just
Alpha,
here.
118 Decimal 7 Easy 17 Alpha Delta.
And my parking sign is right at the end. And I've not been able to keep up with the chat too much. I've kept hearing a few alerts. Dark Fury, have you been gifting things, mate? There's a new thing that YouTube have brought out, and that you can now gift channel memberships. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that, and your support. And welcome to the new members as well. Really, very kind of you, Dark. And look forward to seeing all the new members on future flights as well.
Easy 808, readability 5.
Region 5, also Easy 808, say 320 stand 8 with Alpha clearance down to Gatwick, please.
Easy 808, you're cleared to London Gatwick via the Gotham 1 Charlie departure, runway 24, squawk 2730.
To the Gatwick, Gotham 1 Charlie F24, 2730, Easy 808.
808, correct.
So there's stand
X-ray
1.
Now. Thank you so much. Have a very beautiful night.
1 Alpha.
You too, thanks for flying.
Is there someone at 1 Bravo? Oh, there isn't there? Hang around. Can we take stand 1 Alpha, please? We've got, I think it's static aircraft on 1 Bravo.
Easy 13 November uniform, that's fine.
Roger. 13 November uniform. I love the tower here in this this scenery. Christian, do I remember the donation train with drinking, Nick and Digital? I do remember that. That was a daft night. That must have been after one of the updates. A very late flight.
Easy 132 uniform at ground. Good evening. Continue taxi on Alpha, right onto Echo, west onto Foxtrot, stand 7.
Alpha Echo Foxtrot 7.
There we go.
Easy 132 uniform.
Are we? Oh no, we can go much further forward. It's going to take me 5 minutes for these engines to spool up and just get moving, but we'll go much further forward. There we go. There we are. Barry Barton, thank you so much for your very kind €4.99 super chat, saying thank you for the stream. Sim downloaded on the new PC. Now we'll see you in the air very soon. Oh, Barry, that is amazing. Oh, bet you're absolutely looking forward to that, aren't you? But yeah, really kind of you, Barry. Thank you so much. Right, we're now on stand. APU is running. APU bleed can come on so all the passengers don't spread COVID. Engine 1, engine 2 shut down. Seatbelt signs can come off, and we'll get the beacon light off as well once they drop below 10. There we are. That's done. Fuel pumps can come off as well. All done. And we'll just set 2000 the standby squawk. Beautiful.
Cabin crew, safe to disarm the doors. Thank you.
Right, we're safe to disarm the doors. We'll get the GPUs now connected. We're going to need some stairs. And that's it. We're good to go. I think everyone's done. Lovely. And this is the point, of course, where we now walk out. If you've done a good landing, you can now walk out and... oh, we should probably put some lights on. the following the emergency exit lights. You can now walk out, stand there and shake everyone by their hand. If you've done a terrible landing, just remain sat, locked away in the safety of your flight deck, and everything will be fine. Right, guys. Thank you so much for your company this evening. I hope you've enjoyed our first real ops flight in the FENIX for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Great fun coming into Gatwick. Not Gatwick. We're not in Gatwick. We're in Edinburgh. But she's gorgeous, isn't she? Absolutely a stunning replication of the Airbus A320. Going to have so much more fun in the future flying her. We'll have tutorials and things like that, of course, over all the new features. Just remember, though, if you're unsure whether to get this, if you are happy flying the fly-by-wire, this will take your system's depth level to a whole new level. And just occasionally you might be flying and you may just get a little mini failure that you have to deal with, which I bet everyone's just looking forward to the first time that happens to be live on stream. Right, guys, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. If I don't see you soon, then make sure you have a great weekend. Thank you to everyone who has donated and contributed to the channels of Creep during our stream this evening, and to the new channel members as well. Thank you so much to Dark Fury for the gifted memberships, and of course, just in general, to our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members. I look forward to seeing you again all very, very soon, and I'll be chatting with you, I'm sure, on the Discord server. Remember, of course, if you want my custom views, they are available in our Discord server, and you can go ahead and get those in the pilot's briefing room of our Discord server. So go ahead and grab those if you want them. Thanks so much, guys. See you all then very soon. Good night, everybody.